But these are cool. I was always a big Simpsons fan in high school and stuff. I used to watch it a lot. Go over to my friend's house and we'd watch it every Sunday. Alright, we got another unboxing here. This is the Adidas Adifom Superstar. What's unique about this one, before we open it up, is they were released at the same time as the Supernova. I still have to send these back. But what is interesting about these two shoes is how they were based off of like an actual shoe. That's why these look so much like an actual shoe, is because there was a real version of the Supernova, and then they made a foam version of the Supernova. Same thing with the Superstar. There's the original Adidas Superstar, and then they went and made a foam version of the Superstar. So it's kind of an interstitial design, to where they were just taking an original shoe and then just making it out of foam, which is why that they have the characteristic that they have. So I just thought I would open with that piece of information, because I was unaware of the Supernova being like an actual original shoe. And then I found out it was released around the same time as the Superstar, and how they aren't like fully committed to being a foam shoe. It's like Adidas hadn't really figured out the material yet. So these, I was aware of them to begin with, and my nephew kind of put the Simpsons version on my radar. So I put them on the list because I thought they would be really good as far as like collection goes. But they were kind of pricey for my size. For 12s, they were running over 200 on Stockx, and then I just happened to stumble across a listing on Mercari, and they were only like 112 or something like that, which is half price. I mean, if I wanted to, I could turn around and flip these. Thank you so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy the shoes. So he gave me candy. This was the first time I've purchased anything off of Mercari, but with the price, I couldn't pass it up, because I didn't want to pay over $200 for these, just being kind of like a collectible, so to speak. Like, I don't really plan on wearing these. I just wanted to get them for the collection, because I feel like these will probably be worth some money in the future, just with the collab and how unique they are. And I really like the box. I want to put this on the shelf. It's so cool. So, one thing too that is similar to these is like the Adidas. I don't have those out, but with them being based off of like a real shoe, they still have an insole in them. You know, they're kind of like I said, they're an interstitial design, to where it's still mimicking the elements of a legit shoe, just being made out of a different material. So that's how that Adidas was. And I think this even has a sugar cane in the foam as well. So I was worried about these being fake, just with the price. And I hadn't purchased anything off of Mercari, but they look real. The box looks real. I'm bummed it's ripped right there. Oh, cool, look at that. The antenna. What do they call them? Rabbit ears? Let's take a look at the box real quick. Yeah, there we go. Macaroni. 20th Century Fox. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I definitely dig the box. I'm just gonna display the box. So I was kind of looking at this shoe a little while ago when it first came on my radar. Like I said, I didn't know about the Simpsons version until my nephew brought it to my attention. A little mark right there. So they look pretty nice though. I like the clouds. but these are so goofy looking. Okay, there's the size in there, 12s. So I heard they ran a little small. I was initially looking at the 12 and a halves on Stockx, but when I came across these regular 12s on the Mercari site for the price that they were, I figured that it's fine. As long as I can get them on for the review, I don't care if they're a little, little small. Let's see if I can get the insole out, just to take a look at it. Okay. I like the Simpsons logo. So it looks like it's a pretty standard insole. The footbed seems to be pretty flat. It's got a little ergonomic to it. Seems to dip down a little bit where the toe and the ball of the foot is, but they do look a little small. This is in good shape though. I don't think these are really worn. Try to get this back in without messing it up. So like I was saying, I'd come across this like a year ago, and they were a little more popular, and I wasn't ever really drawn to them very much. I did like the style that had like the fake laces on it. That looked pretty cool, so I was half thinking about getting that one for the channel, but then like I said, my nephew brought the Simpsons one to my attention, so I figured it would be a good one to grab. So there's a very light lined texture on it, you can kind of see, which is different. It's almost like the lines on a tree stump, at least right there. It's kind of a radial thing from there. This is risen a little bit where the stripes are, but it's flush where the clouds are. Then we got the logo on the back and that same kind of radial tree trunk thing. And this is another element that is on the Supernovas too. So these are definitely from like the same moment of creation as far as Adidas go. There's some similarities there between the two. But other than that, they're pretty basic. They do look like a cartoon shoe. I mean, set aside the the Simpsons motif on it, just their form, they look like a cartoon version of the Superstar. So, and we got 2 ventilation holes on the side, and then kind of a standard like sneaker tread on the bottom. I don't know if that's the same tread on the All-Stars or not. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Pull out the other one and throw them on foot. They've got a couple blemishes on them. They're very mild. It's just kind of in the rubber. Oh, we still got the tags on them. Awesome. Cool. Alright, I heard these don't even really flex at all. Yeah, they're pretty solid. So I'm curious how they're gonna fit. But alright, we'll throw them on foot, check them out. Alright, I took the tag off so it's not flopping around when we're walking in them. Oh boy, these are stiff. Alright, so they do run a little small. My toe is right at the end. So it's fine because I don't really plan on wearing these. These are just for collecting. But they do run small if you're looking at buying them for your own personal use and wearing them. You could probably go up a half size, if not a full size, because these are like a 10 and a half. They feel like an 11 or a 10 and a half. They're very small. So I don't really plan on wearing these. So I don't really care about the sizing. Otherwise I would have waited and tried to get the 12.5 and at a better price. So they definitely run small, so size up if you're looking at buying them for your own personal wear. They don't feel too bad on foot. They're that insole is nice and cushy. It's like underfoot, they feel all right. They got a decent ergonomic to it. It's relatively flat, but like I mentioned before, it's got a little bit of a slope from the heel to like the ball. It's got a little dip down where the arch is, which gives it a little support. So they don't feel too bad, aside from the length. My toes being kind of crushed at the end. But they look cool though. I like how they look. All right, let's get some walking footage on them. All right. Try to keep the pants up for a minute so you can appreciate them. So they still have a little bit of a heel slide. Not bad though, with them being small, but something to keep in mind. If you go up in size, you might get a little heel slide, but it wraps around the foot pretty well. Towards the top, it comes up high enough that it kind of locks in on the foot. But they are definitely very firm. There's no flex in that. They're kind of like a wooden clog type feel. Not that I've ever worn wooden clogs, but there's just there's no movement in them. My foot's just shifting within their form. They have no flex to them. But they surprisingly walk okay. I mean, they're a little clunky. But I was expecting them to be a little more uncomfortable. They're actually pretty comfy, like underfoot with that insole. They're not too bad. But they do feel awkward, not flexing underfoot at all. So these are definitely kind of a collector's shoe. I don't know how functional these are, but I thought they would be like a good collector's item, just being what they are, kind of being like half shoe, half foam shoe, you know, with them being based off of like an actual original shoe design. So that kind of makes them unique, because I think Adidas got away from doing that after these two. After the Superstar and the Supernova, then they actually started coming out with like fully designed foam shoes from the ground up, instead of taking a pre-existing design and then just re-releasing it in like a foam version like these in the Supernovas. So with that being said, I think they're kind of unique in terms of the history of the foam shoes. So I thought they would be a good addition to the channel. And like I said, they might, I have no intent on selling these, but I could see these being valuable in the future, in like 20 years or something, you know? Kind of like the Beatles Crocs, which haven't sold out yet, which makes me sad. You can still get the Beatles on the Croc website, so they haven't really gained in value at all. If anything, they've dropped in value. I think the Yellow Submarine's going for like $50 now, where they were initially 70, but I digress. These are kind of a good collector's item, I think. Good collectible. So I dig them. I dig them. I'll have to send my nephew some shots of them. I'll send him the link to the video when I get it edited. But these are cool. I was always a big Simpsons fan in high school and stuff. I used to watch it a lot. Go over to my friend's house and we'd watch it every Sunday. So I haven't watched it in years, but no, it's cool. It's cool that they did like a collab, you know. So this video might be short and sweet. I don't know what else I can say about these aside from what I've already said. So they're cool. I dig them. I dig them. If I were to rebuy them, I would go up in size for sure. But then again, even if I got them in a better size, I probably still wouldn't wear them. unless I got like just the standard version, or that version I was telling you about with like the fake laces painted on them. Those are cool. I could see getting a pair of those and wearing them because they aren't too bad. Like they feel okay underfoot with that insole. So they're definitely very funky. They retain a lot of the original design from the All-Stars, which I do appreciate. Kind of that shell toe. So not too bad, not too bad. So, all right. We can wrap this up. All right, it's probably gonna be a shorter video than the others, but that's not a bad thing. The other ones are too long. I ramble half the time. I tried to keep the rambling to a minimum in this video. I noticed in the Adidas 25 slide that I did, I rambled a lot in that video and I got a couple downvotes, which really doesn't happen in my videos. So I will try to minimize the rambling in future videos. So these are cool though. I dig them. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on your thoughts of The Simpsons All-Stars. And if you have any requests, please leave that comment below too. I like to fulfill video requests, shoe requests on offerings that I tend to not have any knowledge on. I just had a request for, I don't even, like, it's like 331 degrees or something, a Chinese slide, or a Chinese shoe company. I just ordered a pair of their slides, the Whale 2. Got that coming, but I had no knowledge of that slide until a viewer requested it. So with that being said, if you know of a unique slide out there, doesn't matter the brand, just feel free to leave a comment and a request on it, and I will try to find it and do a video on it, just to keep the channel going, you know. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.